I received an invitation from my cousin Knut to join him and all the family together in this Millennium Family Reunion, I thought it would be a wonderful idea if I could share some of the wonderful movies and photographs that my father has recorded during the years. Particularly in view of the fact that we are remembering Fritz, Heinrich, Frölich and Johanna and their descendants and family. Westervaart has been a great influence in our lives, and I'm sure most of you have got memories of him and Johanna in some place in your home as a reminder of the wonderful environment that they had at Vetendorten. Their influence on our lives has been tremendous. We recall Westervaart's dream of the family sticking together. Well, tonight I believe is the fulfillment of his dream, with all of us gathered here together. It gives me great pleasure to bring you some of the family members back to life with Dad's film and photos. And we start our story back in 1935. This is a typical Sunday afternoon scene with my father and my brother Arne in the garden in Durban, joined by my mother and sister Karen. My father went to Africa because his uncle Victor, Fritz Heinrich's brother, lived in Africa, and Victor introduced Dad to the exotic African scene. Dad was then compulsively involved in recording all his experiences. In addition to all the African exotic experiences Dad had and filmed, he also recorded all Norwegian community events in Durban and naturally all family events. This extended through also during the war. When it became possible to put sound on movies, Dad obviously followed suit and started experimenting with sound movies. We are lucky enough to have his first experimental effort in putting sound on his own movies.
Boys, we are in for it now. We have succeeded in getting this Audicon. And if boys, if we can't make a proper film with the Audicon, then we should better pack up. And we call ourselves not Impala Films anymore. We better call us Mompara Film Society. All right, boys, good luck and good hunting.
At the end of the war, Dad had been away from his home country and his family for 16 years. With the horrors and the stories that came out of Europe, Dad felt it necessary to go back to see his family and his home. Flying at 8,000 to 10,000 feet above Africa, Dad naturally had to record everything he saw during the 2-day trip. We see the Nile River before traveling over the Mediterranean to France. And in France, he recorded the armaments left by the Americans after the war.
I left Norway in 1923 at $50. I came to Panama as a cabin boy, and the $50 I got an obligation acquired. So I've been doing quite well.
But when did you come to Seattle then?
In 1923. Yeah. I left Christiania 18th of May. And after I left, I changed it now to Oslo.
That's fantastic. My father, he came to South Africa in 1929.
He was sorry he didn't get it with that connection with his uncle. Victor wasn't too satisfactory, I understand.
Yeah.
Gunnar's trip to Norway was a great success, and the family became closer again, and over the next 7 years there were a number of trips from Norway to South Africa and from South Africa to Norway. The following clips and photos show some of the highlights of those trips.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Early in the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be baking the scene. I loaded up my woody with the boards on top, and I put on my faded blue jeans, 'cause we're a come on big, surfing's the big. Come on, babe, surfing's the big. Yes, I'm gonna take surfing's the big. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning now. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari. At Huntington, Malibu, they're shooting the beer. At Rincon, they're walking the nose. We're going on safari to the islands this year, so if you're coming, get ready to go. We're gonna go surfing.
1953, the last trip was when Bestefar and Bestemor arrived in Durban to see Gunnar's family and also to meet his brother Victor and his wife Sophia, who he hadn't seen for many, many years. This clip is of my brother John Peter, who died 2 years later in a car accident. And with the political situation in South Africa, Gunnar decided that he felt he should go home and try a new life in Norway again. all good things come to an end, and with Dad it was to go home to Africa, which was really his true home. And when he went to Africa, he took some part of Norway back with him. He named his house in Durban Lesjaverk, where he spent his retirement.